All right, it is time to do a CSS battle. We're actually going to start the timer today. And we have either a backwards letter A or a lock. Let's spell style correctly because it helps. Background, pink. I may change this in a minute and move stuff up, but for now I'm going to just keep it simple. None of this is extraordinarily hard. This looks like border radius. Trick's going to be character count and getting it low. So let's speak about borders. Let's say border is going to be solid. E 40 pixels, 30 pixels, maybe. Border radius 9 inches. Which do I want this to be? Let's try making this I don't know, one of them. Margin 150 was 60, 140, 120, so 100, 80, 60. There we go. There's that. All right. Now we have another thing, which I'm going to use a paragraph tag for, which means I need to add a paragraph tag. Margin minus 100. Now that's pulling my thing up. It's pulling the body up with it. How do I deal with that? I can deal with that maybe by having a height here. 30, 30, 20, 80. Maybe not. Outline 1 pixel solid, so I can see which of these is which. Okay. All right. For now, I'm just going to make both of these paragraph tags. So this one doesn't need a height. Let's make it padding 10 pixels. Okay. There's one of them. Seems to be that one. Okay, now my margins are wrong for some reason. I don't know why. Where is this one? In the same place? Nope. I'm going to go looking for it then. I'm in mobile mode. Let's get out of mobile mode. Pick this. There's my div, iframe, document, HTML body. It's still off screen. Oh, it's the wrong selector, dummy. There it is. Okay. Margin minus 200, 140. Is this just 132? Yeah, it's just the margin of my body in play. All right. Let's just move this to the one I'm currently trying to style. All right, so margin minus 200, minus 240. That's close. Bottom margin is going to be minus 140. It's going to have more padding or height or something. Padding 50, 10, 70, 60. And of course the radius doesn't match. And this is on top, which I should have thought of earlier, but didn't. But I think either way, the corner radiuses are going to mess me up. Also, border color right, transparent. Of the property. Let's do this border color. Top is going to be pink. Comma there. No, it's not pink, it's white. E. Yeah, that's going to give me the wrong shape. I figured that. Okay, so border style solid none border width 40 pixels 0. That's going to give me the same thing. So do I need to mask that somehow? Evidently I do. That's unfortunate. 8 minutes. Okay. So, all right, we need to change the order of things anyway. So let's go ahead and bite that bullet. I'm going to go back to just one paragraph for a moment and make that paragraph this bigger thing. So margin top needs to be less, 100. Padding needs to be more, 60. I'm going to erase pixels before I accidentally leave them there, but the width does not need to be more. Okay, so that needs to move up some more. 70, 60. And then the border radius at the bottom is too much. All right, so top right. Less 50, nope, more. 150. Nope, not 1500. 200. Too much. 120. 130. 40. Looks like 130. Okay, there is that thing. Should I, or can I? Yeah, it shouldn't matter. It should be just 200. We'll fix that in a minute. Okay, let's bring back the other paragraph. There's the other paragraph. Its margin is going to be less, so 200. Push it down. Its padding can be less, just 10. Um, let's get rid of this border width thing because it's just confusing me right now. Let's say border radius 200. And let's push it down. Oh, that's why. Oh, that should be okay. Okay. Do we have the right basic shape? We do have the right basic shape. I'm going to turn off the outline. Now I'm going to box shadow this. It's going to box shadow minus 50 pixels, minus 50 pixels. There is the thing. It's in the right place. I just need it to be the right color, which is this. And let's see if that's a match. This is not the best solution. Can this just all be 200? Not now because of that, but let's get rid of that, and I bet it can. That should still be okay. Yeah, well, I do have one little graphical interesting spot right there, but the diff's okay with it. So instead of listing this 4 times, we can list it 1 time. And can it be something other than 200? Can it go back to something dumb like 9 inches? And then we get rid of this. That seems to work okay. Water solid, E30, box shadow, 50. I saw was 53, Q, 3Q. Okay, now, we can get rid of that because I don't need it. Now, can I easily make this the body and make this just P and get rid of a P? Okay, what I have right now is not good, but that's okay. Doesn't have to be good yet. It can be good later. All right, the first thing is too wide, which makes sense because I've had to correct the padding a little bit. Not the padding, but the margin for those. That shape is now okay. This one needs to move down and be wider. Can I remove padding from that? Yes, I can. This one now needs 10, just 10. But let's move it over 0, minus 20. Let's move it down some so we can see it. Minus 30. Oh, no more. 30, 50, 70. Now we're getting close. Minus 40, 30. Does this matter at all? Yes. minus 40. All right, let's see if that's still a match. Yes. Can I move it up again? Um, let's see. What if all that were here? And what if all this were, oops, missed one, here? And that didn't exist, and that didn't exist. All right, we're already pretty close. You just need to push this up, minus 30. That looks okay. All right, let's get rid of that and that. Background only wants border radius. I can't get away from padding. Shouldn't need margin box shadow. I mean, if I'm using box shadow anyway, then I should be able to put color. Do I have it? Oh, color down there. Semicolon. I should have paid attention to what my character count was before 209. Let's get rid of background. Box shadow. 0.0009 inch. Oh, that's why. Inside. Inside doesn't work. Okay, let's undo that. Although, I think by the time I do all the insets, it's going to be just as bad. All right, so let's get rid of this. 209. I would have forgot that number anyway. Um, okay. This number I don't need. And it is time for me to leave. I have 2.5 minutes left. Uh, that one I need. That one I need. Looks like I'm at the limits of what I can get easily. 30 pixels. Oh, I found a neat trick yesterday. I'm gonna load the extension over here. Hopefully I've scrolled up enough that my head is no longer covering it. I can just replace pixel values. Let me see if I can find a happy medium. Yeah, just replace pixel values with good things here. Of course, there's nothing to replace right now. And something weird is happening. I don't know what. But I was hoping it was going to replace that, but there's probably not a good pixel value for that. There's not. If this were something good like 20 pixels, which I know that doesn't work, but I can just replace, and it will make it its equivalent value, which is cool. I didn't know that before. I was manually doing it all the time. I don't know why it's putting in a bunch of spaces. That's a different problem. Let's minify, submit. There are going to be more clever answers than these, but that's where I am today. I may have some time this afternoon to play with it a little bit, but right now that's where I am. If you stuck around, thanks for watching. See you next time.